You guys, I'm so excited. So I went to America once and then twice. I didn't do a pack with me the second time because I ran out of time. And it wasn't that interesting. I didn't pack a lot, to be honest. I went to America with my cousin to New York, and then I went to Las Vegas with my partner. And of course, I picked up some goods in those 2 trips. I'll be honest, predominantly from New York. The New York trip was like, we picked up some goods. But across the 2 trips, girl bought a lot of makeup. She bought a lot of makeup, but she bought some other things as well. And I just kind of want to show you the bits I purchased, do a little bit of like a haul with me situation, show you the bits I got. And then I'm hoping I can do like a full face of American makeup, or like full face of makeup that I purchased in America, the US of A. Okay, hello, just coming back quickly before we dive in. I've just finished filming this and this video is far longer than I thought it was going to be. Buckle in, grab a snack, grab a drink, do what you need to do, lock in. This is long. Okay, let's go. Maybe I should start off with the things that aren't makeup though, because I also went to Bath and Body Works. I obviously got a couple of candles. Let me get them out first and show you. So I picked up 2 candles, and Bath and Body Works had like buy 2 candles for something. $25, I can't quite remember. They had some sort of deal on, and I picked up 2. I picked up the Bath and Body Works, why did I say that? I picked up the Flower Child soy wax blend candle. Looks like this. I thought the glass was stunning. I thought it was so pretty, so pretty. I don't know, what does it actually say this smells like? White narcissus, don't know, cashmere musks and sweet cedarwood. And it just smells like a nice sweet, but not like edible sweet, like a sweet perfume. And I was just like, this is going to be lovely. Like, we are not in the peak of summer, okay? July is not the peak of summer. I feel like June is the beginning and August is like our peak. And then September's the end and we go into like a nice crispy autumn. But I've still got like a whole month of putting this around my house. It smells divine. I think this is like part of their garden collection. I don't know how long Bath and Body Works collections last for. If it's like a week, a 2 week, a month, 3 months, I'm not sure. But this, I think, is part of their like garden summer collection. And then I also picked up this one, which was garden weather, and this one's adorable. Okay, it's just like such a little pretty, it's not going to focus, hello, focus, it's like a little pretty thing, I don't know. Oh, this just smells so good. What is this? Wild nectar, honeydew melon and green apple. I can really smell the apple. This one's far more fresh, and I'd love to like have this one in the kitchen, but regardless, I just thought the print on them was quite like cutesy, very like Morris, the painter, the artist. I liked it. I also picked up something that at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I'm not spending money on soap. I'm not spending money on soap. And then I went to my cousin's house. I was with my cousin when I got these. So I got these in New York, and she was like, trust me, they're a game changer. And I was like, yeah, but what if I love it and then I can't get it? And I was like, but I bought 2 pump soaps that like come out foamy. I'm hoping like maybe I could produce my own soap concoction to prolong the foam pumpness, do a bit of a DIY situation. I'm not sure. This one's white tea and sage, smells amazing. I'm not very good at explaining scents to people, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, how do I describe this? It's a delicate smell, it smells clean, fresh, and you know when you go into really nice public bathrooms and you're like, damn, this is some nice soap, and you're like, I want to wash my hands again. That's what this smells like. So I was like, this is like a safe option. My cousin picked this one up as well. I think this is her favorite, the white tea and sage, but it smells beautiful. And this one is part of their like garden collection again. Like, look at that bottle. It's so cute. This one is a beautiful day, and it smells like wild daisies, pink peonies and sun-kissed apples. I clearly love the apple scent. I had no idea. Yeah, this one, okay, don't laugh at me. This one smells like L'Oreal for Kids, no tears, no tangles shampoo. Like the apple scent. And I love it. I like it, okay? I like to wash my hands with like nice smells. I also picked up this, which I just thought was hilarious, okay? So I picked up Sunshine and Lemons antibacterial moisturizing hand sanitizer. Believe it or not, it smells like lemons. This though smells more like a lemon cheesecake. It smells sweet. It doesn't smell citrusy and bitter. It smells like a sweet lemon. And then I had to pick up this jelly sandal because it reminded me of a Lely Kelly. This was not needed. I mean, none of this was needed. I kind of liked the soap. I'm very glad I bought the soap. And the candles didn't need, but you know, when in Rome. I did start my purchasing with like 6 sanitizers in my basket, and I was like, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? So I just picked up the one, and now this can hang off my bag like I'm a child that needs a jelly sandal. I don't know. I like it. Also, while I'm here, I picked up 2 pairs of trainers from the Converse shop. They were in the sale. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, American shopping is not what it was, like, it's not what it used to be. It's not as incredibly cheap as it used to be in terms of like the dollar to pound rate. Anyway, off on a tangent. I bought some beige Converse. These were in the sale and they worked out to be like £20, and I was like, that's actually not bad for a pair of Converse. That's like very, very good. I actually already have this colour and I wear them to work, and I just wear them because they go with so many outfits, like long flowy brown trousers, cute dresses. They're just like really neutral, really easy to wear, and I actually prefer them to the black or white Converse just because I feel like they're flexible in that way. So I picked up a fresh brand new pair, and I'm probably going to keep these like in the bottom of my wardrobe until my other pair like literally kick the bucket, like they're literally dead. Because for 20 quid I was like, I know I like these shoes, I want to get a backup. I know, don't judge me. I also picked up this pair. My cousin also picked up this pair. We were like, should we twin? Oh my god, what is that on them? Have I got makeup down them already? The story of my life, for everything. We picked up the same pair of Converse. These aren't red, they're like rusty, they're like a rusty reddy orange. They are putting quite red on the viewfinder. These were in the sale big time. These were like, oh my goodness, £18 maybe? Like they were even cheaper than the other pair. I think actually the other pair was more like 25, because I remember paying 30, 40 pounds, British pounds for 2 pairs of Converse and being like, girl. So I picked these up. We are twinning now. We were like, both couldn't miss the deal. They were in the back, in the juicy reduced section without boxes, and I was like, I want some of them. So picked up 2 pairs of shoes. I also picked up this, which I went back and forth on. It's in an extra large because I really like an oversized look every now and again. And it's just like a massive baseball jersey. I got this from Abercrombie. It's got a big 7 on it. It goes down like past my bum level, and because it's an extra large, it like is really oversized on the arms. And I was like, this is just gonna be great to like chuck over a little dress in the summer, or just like wear by itself with like a pair of shorts. I quite like this sort of material. I don't know, it's like breathable, very sporty, kind of cute with some like Sweaty Betty leggings that I've got in mind. And actually, I could even wear my cute new Converse with them because they're kind of like, if they're further apart away, I mean this is more of burgundy and these are more terracotta, but like I could make it work. I could make it work. So I didn't really pick up any other clothes apart from this jersey because like I said, it's like, it wasn't that much cheaper. Like I got this in the sale at the back of Abercrombie. Let's start off with Ulta. I'm probably not gonna swatch everything because I'll probably do like a full face of US makeup like I mentioned at the beginning. And we'll play around with things. So forgive me for not swatching everything, but I don't want to be here all day, okay? And B-roll swatching takes forever, okay? It takes forever. First of all, I'm gonna do a bit of a cheater thing. I don't know where I picked this up. I think it was in Ulta, or was it in Target in Ulta? I'm not sure, okay? But I picked up a Tangle teaser. It's mini. This might have been Sephora, actually. I don't know, okay? I don't know where I picked this up. But first of all, I picked up a mini Tangle teaser, and I love it. I love it, so small, and I love it. Morphe has been stepping her up, okay? She's been stepping it up. There are so many cute things from Morphe, and I didn't pick up, like, I think I picked up like literally 4 or 5 things, okay? I had to have some self-restraint because I'd already gone to Sephora and spent far too much money. Sephora was the worst place to start. Note to self, start at the cheap place, work upwards, do not go back. Work down. So I'd already spent a lot of money. So I was like, I just want a little flavour of what Morphe has to offer. And who would I be if I didn't pick up some of the Morphe brushes? Morphe brushes started as Morphe brushes. So I was like, I feel like I need to assess the situation. I picked up 3. They have a whole face range, a whole eye range. It was magical, it was wonderful. I was in it to win it. I had 7 in my hand and I was like, girl, you need to calm yourself. So I picked up the M242, which sounds like a motorway. Oh, I actually haven't opened these yet since I got back. I wanted to like savor the moment with you. This is a lovely angled brush. Kind of looks like a bit like a duo fiber as well. Got a really good weight to it. This is the M242, best for soft sculpting. It's for cream and liquid bronzer. To be honest with you, I think this would be good for cream liquid bronzer. Like, you can see the angle. In fact, let me do that so you can see the angle of it. I've actually got a brush very similar to this and I love it for cream contouring or bronzing. I don't really contour, I sort of bronzer. I love it for that. Or you could put like blush. I think it's just one of those brushes that, because it's lovely and dense and soft, it'll just be great as a kind of all-round cheek, cream cheek product brush. And as a dry skin queen, I love a cream product. So very excited to try this one out. It's lovely and dense. Really impressed by like the weight of these brushes as well. I can't remember how much all of this was. So sorry, I don't know. This one is the M202 blush brush. This is best for seamless lifted cheeks, if you'll say so. So this one is also slanted. Look at that slant. And it is so like, look how squishy that is. Like, look how, like, not well packed. What was I gonna say? Like, not condensed. What's the opposite of not condensed? Loosely packed is the word I'm looking for. Loosely packed this is. This is gonna be perfect for just like, with blush, or like swirling because it's nice and loose, or like if you want a glowy blush, which is where I was thinking, like a powdered glowy blush that's got like quite a bit of to it. This would just be like stunning. And because it's angled, I just feel like you don't, like, you get the product on and you put the product on. You don't like put it here and then use this bit of the brush, which I'm not gonna lie, like, let's find a brush that does that. I mean, I will hear no bad words about this brush because I bloody love this Real Techniques one. It is disgusting, okay? But and then you end up going at an angle sometimes. Whereas this one, it's already put the angle for you, so you put the product on and it goes straight onto your face. Whereas here, you could get it all over and then you're like not really getting a consistent application. Anyway, I like this. And then lastly, I got the M132. This one is the concealer brush and it is Controlled Precision Concealing, or best for controlled concise, whatever. Basically, this looks like my Singe brush that I have, which is like slightly slanted at the ferrule of the brush, really densely packed, really circular, really soft. And I'm basically loving my Singe brush for concealer, but more color correcting. Like, I have got such dark inner corners and I don't know why. It's probably something, I'm like, I don't know why. Probably sleep, probably diet, probably stress, but like, why? So this is gonna be perfect. Like, look how well that sits. Oh, it's like a match made in heaven. Like, look at this, look at this. And I just feel like it's gonna be perfect for color correcting. So that is what I picked it up for. I didn't pick up any eye brushes. The reason why is because I just felt like none of them were particularly unique to my collection, because I mean, I'm looking at my brushes now. I have a lot of brushes, okay? I have a lot of brushes. And I didn't need more brushes of the same nature. I actually already have a lot of Morphe brushes, so it's not like I'm lacking in that department. And I'd recently, like a couple of months ago, have just bought loads of those Singe brushes, which I love, and they're really unique. So I only picked up the 3 face brushes. I was pretty proud of myself about that. Morphe also have these. I feel like every freaking brand has these. It's like the Patrick Tar, or maybe One Size. Who's first? Patrick Tar or One Size? I can't remember. But like Revolution has one of these as well. And I can't get in. Look how cute that is. It's M for Megan. Oh my god, hang on, sorry, park that little story I was about to tell. I'm obsessed with the front of this. I didn't see the front because the testers only had like the actual pans. I got this one in the shade After Party, which is like a nude rose. It took every fibre of my being not to go for the orange one. But I was like, if I like this, I saw the orange one and I could always order it online because Morphe is available in the UK. It's just like nowhere to really touch it, which upsets me. But M for Megan, not for Morphe. And look at this, oh my God, beautiful. So you have the powder blush here, and then underneath you have the cream, and then like the glowy, creamy, I don't really know, was it cream? It was like a baked jelly formula, and yeah, very excited. These are like very tan, rosy nude tones, but I feel like this is the perfect color for me personally when I don't want to put bronzer on and I just want like a warmer toned blush. Like the blush I got on today, I was able to put a bit of bronzer just like in the hollows and just like here a little bit underneath my blush, whereas like with this one I could skip bronzer altogether, which sometimes like I want to do. But I love the little flap for the cream to keep the cream safe. How beautiful is this packaging? Like, it just looks beautiful. I really, really like that. I can't wait to put this onto my face. What I was gonna say is though, Makeup Revolution have got a couple of their own, and I just wanna go into the drugstore, UK drugstore, and just buy all the things that I've been meaning to buy. But I have just spent a lot of money on US makeup, so maybe we'll have to wait a little while for that one. I stopped off at the About Face section in Ulta. I wanted to pick up a few bits, and then it's one of those things where you're like, oh my God, I've got so much of everything, and I was trying to have some self-restraint, and I had to bring liquids back, and I was like, oh, I haven't checked in a bag. It was like a whole thing, right? But I think bigger than that, I was trying to be serious with myself about what I would use from the brand, and they had some beautiful like multi-chrome eyeliners, their beautiful liquid shadows, loads of things that I was really interested in, like brow products, loads, and I had loads in my hands, like what do I buy, what do I buy? And the thing is I don't really use liquid eyeshadow that often. I am a powder eyeshadow girly. And eyeliners. I have so many eyeliners. I have all of my Kaleidos multi-chrome eyeliners, and they do not get enough love as it is. So I was like, no, it's just not gonna happen. But I really do want to try out the brand, and I've heard good things about the foundation and powder. I did not buy the powder. Again, I had that in my hand. I've heard so many good things about that loose powder, but I'm a dry skin queen. Okay, I'm a dry skin queen. I did not need that powder. So I've just picked up the foundation for now. This is the multi-talented coverage meets skincare in this skin optimizing foundation, formulated with powerful ingredients like blue agave, wintergreen, and chlorella. I don't know. Basically, it's their foundation, and I just wanted to try something from About Face, just to say I've got something from this brand. It is a plastic bottle, which I'm not gonna lie, I prefer glass bottles. That is just a preference thing. But this was really affordable. Oh wait, yeah, it's like this, I forgot. And it's like on a wand. Am I gonna get this everywhere? Oh God. It's on a like a doe foot wand, and there luckily was testers so I could see what shade I'm in. I've got the shade L2 Neutral. So I think this is a good shade match for me. It's a touch dark on my neck, but I find that with like every foundation under the sun, matches my face, doesn't match my neck. We do a whole drag down process. So I picked this up from About Face. I'm very intrigued to try this. I've heard some good things. I picked up a boatload from Essence because I bloody love Essence. I really, really do. And Essence used to be in our like Wilkinsons, and like they obviously shut down. So I'm not actually too sure how UK girls and boys managed to get Essence now, like where, if you know where Essence is stocked in the UK, tell me down below, because I haven't seen Essence in a hot minute, and that makes me really sad because one, let me show you, I picked up one of their mascaras because I love their mascaras. I've currently got an Essence / Princess mascara on at the moment. They're so affordable. They're like £4. They're like one of the most affordable and effective mascaras ever. I've got the false lash effect. This is probably like my favorite, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say it's probably my favorite. The next favorite is the one I've got on today, which is the purple one, which has got like the U-shaped wand, and it's really great for like lifting and everything. But these mascaras are banging, absolutely banging. So where do I get Essence from the UK? Tell me, please. I also wanted to pick up their colour corrector. I'm really into colour correcting at the moment. I've currently got on, do I have it on? Oh, I might have not put it in the box over there. This isn't going to be on the what's on my face because I'm going to forget to even include this. I've currently got on the Sigma colour corrector, like the pod. You've probably seen me use it before, the Duo. And I always just use that like salmony pink on the inner corner and the lighter pink to like brighten. So I'm really hoping that this can do the same thing because it's liquid. I'm hoping it'll be thinner as well. So this underneath my concealer, I'm hoping for good things. I'm hoping for very good things. I also picked up this, which is their Jelly Grip Primer, basically the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. I really like that primer. I absolutely detested it to begin with, and then as I used it, I was like, damn, this is actually really good. You've got to know how to use it. Don't overwork it. Literally just put it on your fingers, smoosh it together, and then rub straight into the face, but don't like rub it until it pills, because it will pill if you over rub. But once you perfect the way you apply this, like this type of primer, I love them. It like just makes my makeup last all day. I love it, okay, I love it. So I wanted to try out the Essence version of it. It might be absolute dog poo-poo, but we'll find out. It says makeup gripping and hydrating primer that provides a fresh finish. So let's hope for the best, girls and boys, let's hope for the best. I also picked up 2 blushes. I love Essence blushes. I actually probably need to demote them down to like my makeup memories box or something, because I probably should not be applying them to my face because they are nearly 10 years old now. But Essence for me just do wonderful blushes. I picked up 2 very pinky shades. I thought this was more orange, but it's okay. It's okay, we will live. This one is in the shade 04 Bold Heart, and this one is in 01 Shimmery Rose. And you know those like Morphe brushes I was talking about? I feel like this, just like dotted on, would look absolutely stunning. They're the baked blushes, and they just look so nice, and just, they remind me of the Milani baked blushes. And these are like, what, $4, maybe $5, which translate to about £3 to £4. So cheap, so cheap. So I picked up 2 of these. I could even do like a little ombre look, like this swashed and then this like dotted on the apple of my cheeks. Very excited. I'm also very excited to try out this. This is the 10 Be My Highlight Baked Highlighter. I don't have any scissors, so I can't get into anything. I've not been very well prepared. But this is their nude baked highlighter. This is a very, very, very subtle highlighter. I've seen lots of YouTubers, sorry, I've got like stuff all over my lap. I've seen lots of YouTubers apply this and say this is one of their like more favorite like subtle highlighters. So I really, really wanted to pick it up, see what all of the intrigue was about. I think it's going to be an okay color. Like it looks kind of deep in the pan, but I think it'll be absolutely fine. And yeah, again, really intrigued to try this out. I'm thinking maybe I could do like half drugstore or like a drugstore face of makeup from the US, but I don't have eyebrows or anything like that. But I don't know, maybe would you like that? I then picked up the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Foundation Balm. I've heard so many good things about this. Like everyone rants and raves about how good, I don't know why I was gonna smell that, I was like, but everyone rants and raves about how good this is. This is gonna be the one thing I swatch, I think. Oh yeah, okay, maybe it's a bit pale, but well, actually it's quite pale, but I'm sure I can make it work. I'm sure I can make it work. It's fine, we'll just bronze. We'll bronze a lot. This is in the shade Fair 3. I will be really honest with you, I really struggle with Colourpop's shades matching when it comes to foundations, because I feel like because I can't swatch them, and the pictures are okay, but if I'm honest, I feel like I am between like 7 shades and all 7 could work for me. Okay, maybe not 7, more like 5. But I have got some other Colourpop foundation sticks and I bought like 10 and 5 of them suit me depending on the day. So I just went with one that I thought would be fine enough. It is a little bit pale, but it's fine, I can bronze and make it work. But I've heard really good things about this and how everyone really loves it, and it's a great foundation stick. So I had to pick up this. I also picked up the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. This is a chongus. Look at this big boy. Absolutely huge. Again, I've heard lots of, that's good. I've heard lots of good things about this. Oh, I'm just gonna, oh yeah, that's quite nice. Oh, it smells nice too. I've heard lots of good things about this. It says make it last, waterproof and sweatproof, lightweight spray, locks in makeup for 24 hours. So if I like it, I'm glad for it, because Milani is stocked in the UK, but this was actually far cheaper to buy it in the US than here. Probably because it's a US brand, I'm not sure. And then this, I actually can't remember where I bought this. I can't remember if it was like in Target or Ulta. It's an affordable piece of makeup, okay? It's from Wet n Wild. It's the Chameleon Chrome Highlighter. It's in this beautiful green shade. Look at this, isn't it pretty? It's mesmerizing. I kind of want to touch it, I haven't touched it yet. Ooh, oh yeah, it's green. Oh, pretty, okay. Excite, great excite. So that was everything I got from Ulta. Now let's get into the big bad Sephora bag, where I had to consider my life choices when I saw my bank account the next day. First of all, I bought a foot mask. This was in my New York trip because my feet were in such pain that I had every intention of putting this on when we got back to the hotel. When I got back to the hotel, I fell asleep immediately after getting out of the shower, so this never happened. But I love a foot mask. I might even put it on after this video because I love the feeling of the soothing cold and like my feet are like getting a different type of treatment other than standing in the shower and having soap dripped down on them. Like I'm not very caring with my feet, and like I'm on them. Well, I was saying I'm on them all day, I'm absolutely not. But like I'm not very caring. So this is me trying to be caring towards my tootsies. I also picked up one of these masks. It's a hydrating prebiotics and almond milk mask. I don't know, I was just feeling masky. I also had the blueberry under eye patches. Me and my cousin did them actually like in the hotel in bed, and then I woke up at 6 AM with dried up patches on my eyes, and it felt like a nose strip trying to pull them off. So that was fun. But I wanted to try a mask, and this is a 2-part face mask, which I really love those ones because you can really like fit the face. You put like the mask of Zorro on and then you like really string it under your neck. Love it. I also picked up 2 more sets of Glamnetic nails. I haven't got any on at the moment just because I'm trying to give my nails a break. So yeah, I picked up some Glamnetic nails. I thought these were so cute. So these ones are kind of like opalescent, shifty, kind of robotic, maybe siren looking, I don't know. And then these ones are adorable. I love these. These are like beach vibes through and through. They look like little shells. I am absolutely obsessed. I think they're adorable. I realised with my Glamnetic nails, the best type to buy are the ones that are all the same on every nail, because the ones that are all like different coloured or accent nail, cute as hell. Cute as hell, and I love it. So difficult to pair up on your actual fingers. And I have like quite weird fingers. Like a lot of them are square, and then my pointer finger is very ovally. So like I just find it difficult to find that consistency. Anyway, by the by, cute. Cute as hell. I would have picked up more, but I had to have some self-restraint in some areas, she says. Look, it's one of these like trio situations. So I picked up a trio situation again from Sephora. I'm gonna need to get some little tiny scissors. I want to be able to open these things, hang on. So this is the Blush by Sephora. I've got mine in the shade 02 Sunset Chaser. We've got a little mirror. It's got the cream blush here, stunning. And then the 2 powder blushes, which I'm not gonna lie, are quite skinny. They're quite skinny boys. So I kind of wish they didn't make this one so big and they kind of made them all even. Though I appreciate that it looks really cool. I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my entire blush brush. Maybe it'd have been better if they did like a duo and then an ombre pan. I don't know. But I really like this. It's really cute. It kind of, again, where have I put the other one? Like they're kind of all doing the same thing, and I quite like it. I quite like these things. I think they're kind of cool, but you see what I mean? Like they made theirs even. This isn't even, but maybe that's gonna be better with the cream blush situation. I don't know. I tried to get 2 different colors. Like this one, I just definitely wear bronzer. Like, you know, I was saying about this one, I don't need to. This one is much more like fiery coral orange. We love to see it. So very excited about this. Also Sephora collection again isn't something that's like readily available. You can get it on the website, but like I just like to be able to see makeup in person half the time. Oh, I also got another blush. I'm blush obsessed from the Sephora collection. This is called Shame on You in 01. Look at this. It's like a plummy, pinky toned blush. I don't think I own a lot of blushes like this. I mean, I probably do, but I don't own a lot of them because I was like, that's kind of unique. It's like a muted pink with like a hint of purple in there. I mean, it doesn't quite look like this, you know, it's a little bit different, but I really liked it, and it was only a couple of dollars, so I was like, it's worth me trying out, because this blush is more like focused on the creams, more than the, I'm not going to try and open this again, it's more focused on the creams, whereas this one's just powder, and I was like, they're very different colours, so justification central. Now, this is where I drop the coin. House Labs. I was like, I felt like I wasn't conscious of how much this brand is, how expensive it is, until I got to the till, and then I had social anxiety to not be like, let's not buy that. I just went, oh, haha, tap. Actually, I couldn't even tap. I couldn't even tap. Let's not talk about that. So these better work for me. I did shade match myself pretty well in the shop because I'm a Brit, okay? We pay for our tax all in one. If it says $1.99, that's how much I'm paying. I forget every single freaking time that when you see like $1.99 in the US, it actually means like $4.99. And then I'm like, what? What? So as you can imagine, I was already coughing a little bit when I saw the price on the shelf, and I was like, it's worth it. I've always wanted to try House Labs, especially with a foundation. I don't mind buying colour cosmetics online, but with a foundation at that price, I was like, this is the moment. This is my moment. And then when I got to the till, plus tax, I was doing a little bit more than coughing. Let's just say that. So I don't know if I even mentioned what this is called. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I've heard wonderful things about this. It looks paler than it actually is. It does actually look more like this, and I was like, I'd rather go paler, like a hair paler with my foundations than I would a hair darker. I also got the concealer in the shade 01 Fair Neutral, because everything was quite yellowy or pinky toned, and I was like, no. So this might be too light. In fact, it's looking pretty light. I might swatch it, because that can put me in a bad mood though. Oh, do you know what? I think it's going to be fine actually, because I remember in the shop it oxidizing slightly on me. There we go. So that's the foundation swatch and that's the concealer swatch. The concealer is very thick and the foundation is very thin. I'm very intrigued. I feel like actually this is going to be a really good match for me. The concealer's fine. I can just blend it in nicely and put it underneath the foundation. I'm excited. That is actually very white. That's very white. But I really want to try it out. Like I said, colour cosmetics is one of those things where I'm like, I'm happy to go out on a limb. Like if a blush pulls more orangey or more pinky, I'm like, it's fine, I can make it work, it's colour cosmetics. But foundation is one of those things that it's like, unless it's probably 10, 15 pounds or under, I'm not prepared to spend any more than that blind buying, absolutely not. Went over to the Rare Beauty stand, and to be honest with you, again, like I'd already put the house, sorry, I got such an itchy nose. I went over to the House Labs section and I was like, oh, really want the foundation, really want to try the concealer. And then I was like, this is the thing, right, is you could rack up hundreds of pounds. It's what I could. And I was like, we need to pick one from each category of my makeup and almost like pick a full face. It's fine, you can have a bit of everything, but I'm not walking out of that shop with 3 foundations from 3 different brands. Like, it's just not, for me, it just wasn't a smart decision. So I decided to be strategic and to pick up something from each brand that I was excited about, but from a different brand. So I got to try as many things as possible, but without buying like 5 foundations, you know? So I didn't pick up the Rare Beauty complexion products, even though I really did want to try them. I kind of wanted to try these things more. So I picked up the Warm Wishes Stick Bronzer in the shade Bright Side. I was between this one, like, oh, look how cute this is. I was between this one and Soul. Happy Soul, maybe. But this one I feel like looks like a really nice colour. I feel like it's leaning on a bit lighter and a bit more cool tones, but I was like, that's fine. I quite like a contour bronzer stick. So I'm hoping, there's me, like, I'm not going to swatch anything. Like, I'm hoping this will lean into like a bronzer contour situation. Like, once blended out, it didn't look too cool toned on my skin. It kind of has that air of yellowy greeniness to it, which, I mean, on my skin anyway, that's how I kind of see it. It's like there's a slight something to it. A little bit like Huda Bronzer actually. So Huda Bronzer is a shade that on my skin looks a bit like this. Maybe Huda's a bit warmer actually. That I can contour and bronzer with, and it doesn't look too cool or too orangey. So really excited to play around with this stick bronzer. And then I also was between either picking up a blush or the highlighter, and I like looked into my basket and I was like, I have so many blushes, I've got so many blushes. So I decided to pick up a highlighter. Oh, which shade is this in? This is in the shade Exhilarate. This is their Positive Light Silky Touch highlighters. Honestly, the whole Rare Beauty I love it. There's me. I'm not gonna swatch. Swatches everything. This is my problem, is if I start to swatch, oh baby, look how glossy that looks. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. Okay, stunning. Everything in the Rare Beauty section was just beautiful. Like, they had the putty blushes that were pretty new. I don't know how new they are, but it was like in the new bit. And I did nearly pick up one of those as well. But again, I was like, I've just gotta have some self-restraint. And I assessed them, and to be honest with you, there was like a couple of shades I took a picture of on my phone. And I was like, I'll just order them when I'm back in the UK on like Sephora UK website. But I wanted the uniqueness of like purchasing a few things from Rare Beauty and just trying out the brand. I've been wanting to try out Rare Beauty since it's come out, but again, it's so expensive. Like everything in Sephora, all these brands, I find it expensive. Went over to Miss Huda Beauty because we actually have Huda Beauty in Boots. So it is very, very available to us in the UK. Stunning, we love to see it. Never happens for us. So a Huda Beauty stand in all UK stores. Stunning, we love it. Apart from, they never have this shade for me in the 2 Boots that are closest to me. And it upsets me. I feel like it's a personal attack. If you can hear the rain, it's because it's UK British summer, and of course it's stormy and rainy. So sorry if you can hear that. But this is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector in the shade Cherry Blossom. They always, in my Boots, have the orangey one, and I feel like I could pull it off if I was really tan. But that's a fantasy that I'm never fulfilling, okay? I'm never gonna be tan enough to get use out of that. And I wanted the Cherry Blossom shade. I was telling you about the correctors, the Essence one. This is like a bougie version. So very excited to try this. I have seen wonderful things about these color correctors and people love them. However, they're really messy. I've seen that they're really messy. So this won't be a travel accessory. This will be something that sits in my makeup collection and I probably use like, if it's good, on a daily basis. But like I said, I've got color correctors. In fact, is it with me? Are you with us? This one here is the one I was referring to earlier, the Sigma Spectrum Color Correcting Duo Light Medium. I have hit pan on both of these. You can just about see it in the light there. I love these, and these are cream and they're very balmy. Very, very lovely for creamy makeup, but not so great when you want to put powder products on, because I find it just gets a bit claggy. And that's not this fault. I love this product, but I find the layering consistency is very difficult, where I'm hoping with a liquid it'll dry down a little bit more and be more pleasant for powders. So I was like on a mission to pick this up. I was like, if I leave with nothing else but this, I actually want this. I went over to the Makeup by Mario section and I picked up the Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. I was going to pick up one of his like many bronzers, and I felt like, first of all, there was almost a little bit too much choice and I didn't know what to go for. Really kind of wanted that balmy one in the like the compact. And then I was like swatching them all and I couldn't find a shade that I was really compelled to, and I already had the Rare Beauty bronzer stick. So I kind of was like, stop it. You gave yourself a rule, one thing from each category. And so yeah, I didn't pick up any of the bronzers. The blush sticks looked stunning. He's just got so many products that just look so beautiful and professional. But something that I really did want to try out were his eyeshadows. They had this one, the basic one, and the metallics, like quad or quint, I think it was. But this one was like calling my name. Look how beautiful and cool toned this is. I've seen like mixed reviews on this, but I don't own anything from Makeup by Mario. Again, I wanted to try some brands that aren't readily available to me and that I can't like touch and look at, so that I can kind of get a feel for the brand. So this one's a beautiful cool toned eyeshadow with like blues, greys and slight mauves here, and then like cool toned browns. I feel like this side of the palette, for me, I have so many things like this, but I use them so often. Like I love a cool toned eyeshadow. Like I love warm. I feel like it matches my complexion. Warm eyeshadow matches me better, makes me look more awake. But I do find that when I put cool tones on, I feel really sultry and really dressed up. I feel like that's the benefit of having like a neutral undertone. I am quite neutral. So with that, sometimes I get confused if I'm warm or cool, because I can pull like both off. So now I've realized I think I'm a true neutral because of that. Anyway, and then this is like dark and smoky. I feel like this is gonna be great for like a work event, day to night situation, because you can go from like daytime light to just full on smoky glam. I'm very excited to try this one out. I also got a little birthday gift because it was like the month of my birthday. And it's a Makeup by Mario Sephora Beauty Insider lip situation, which very glad. Oh, I did buy a lip product actually, but look how cute this is. I think they're minis. This is the by Mario lip pencil, ultra suede sculpting lip pencil in rich mauve, which, I mean, these colors are obviously a bit of me because look at what I've got on my lips now. And this is the by Mario Rosewood Glow Plumping Lip Serum, which this is a mini, so it's like a little bit clinky, but I don't care. It's cute. It's just like a little like tinted lip balm. I think this is really sweet. And yeah, I definitely want to do like a full face of US makeup. I think I have everything apart from brows. I think that's the only thing I don't have, but that's fine. you can live with that. Speaking of lip products, I also picked up 2 Summer Fridays lip balms. I actually got one of these for my cousin that I went to New York with. I got one of them for her birthday. I'd never tried, actually that's a lie. I have got one Summer Fridays lip balm and it's like the cherry one and it's like a beautiful tinted red and I love it. I love it. It's like literally a lip balm but tinted. And I got her, did I get her vanilla beige? I think I got her this one. And when she put it on, I was like, oh, I kind of wish I bought that for myself. I kind of really like that. So I picked vanilla beige and I picked up iced coffee. Yeah, iced coffee. Because I was like, ooh, a brown wouldn't go amiss. And like, this is a really lovely, like nudie, see-through-y, natural, your lips but better kind of shade. Like it gives a tint. Well, it gave a tint to my cousin's lips and I was like, her lips look beautiful and I kind of want that. So I picked up both. These are available in the UK, online only. So I took the opportunity to pick them both up in person so I could actually see, particularly this colour. This is very warm toned, but I like a warm tone brown lip every now and again. I also picked up the Benefit Bounce, the Bad Gal Bounce mascara because it's brand new. And I picked up some other Benefit bits, which I will get to. In fact, I'll talk about that in a minute, but I picked this up in Sephora. The last things I got from Sephora were some bougie items, okay? I actually picked these up the second time in America with my partner. I picked up this duo set from Yves Saint Laurent, Candy Glaze and Candy Glow. I have wanted Candy Glaze lipstick for quite a while, but like just didn't ever want to pay full price. This basically worked out to be, they look like this, just so you know. There we go, there they are in all their glory. And I wanted this one, this like basically white gloss one. Look how pretty these are, by the way. Stunning. I wanted this for a while, but I just didn't want to pay like £45 for one lipstick. And then I saw it and it basically was like the same price as one, but for 2. And so I was like, okay, let's do it. So yeah, Candy Glaze, literally just basically a lip gloss in a stick. But whenever I see people apply it to their lips, I'm like, oh, god damn, that's beautiful. And then this one, which is the Candy Glow. Wait, yeah, Candy Glow. Just Candy Glow, Candy Glow, Candy Glaze and Candy Glow. This one looks, again, one of those your lips but better. I probably own the same colour lipstick and lip gloss. We don't talk about it, okay? We don't talk about how many times I own something 10 times over. But this is Yves Saint Laurent YSL. It's stunning, it's beautiful, it's metal, it's a moment. It made me feel bougie, okay? So I'll hear nothing else. Thank you. I also picked up this. This is the Danessa Myricks Freedom Pastel Palette. When I saw this, I was like, do I need this? Not really, but I got it anyway. Danessa Myricks wraps, like look how thick this is, right? She wraps it up. I mean, fair play. We're still going, 2 layers of bubble wrap and a box. Oh my God. And some foam. She is not taking any risks. She is not going to have anyone say to her that her eyeshadows came broken. She's like, ma'am, and it came wrapped up in the leather wallet and the box. Where did I put the box? Down there somewhere. It came wrapped. This is beautiful. So this is the little 6-pan pastel. Oh God, that scared me. I don't know what that was. It was the slip. The little 6-pan pastel quad. Not quad, 6-pan. Somewhere down here, the Lightworks, Stream Lightworks, comes with all of these. This palette, it's like cough emoji, beautiful. And this is the same format. I need to be careful not to be crazy and dented, because I will actually be quite upset if I ruin this. It's the same format. So what's great about this is we can take out one from the original palette. So I've just taken out the little orange and green situ, and we can pop this pastel one in here and like look, immediately that was beautiful. That actually goes way more than I thought it would. You can take all of them out. We absolutely fob off this palette. Oh, let's not actually fob off that hard. And then we can stack all of our eyeshadow palettes, put on that mirror lid, and we have 18 plus 6, 24 eyeshadows in this little dinky doo sunglasses case. Danessa Myricks, you clever, clever lady. Carry on this way and you're gonna make a pretty penny. You're gonna make a pretty penny, okay? You're gonna make it. I can't wait. I like pastels. I like pastels more to blend out other shades. So the fact that we've got these blues and pinks and purples, like these are kind of like satin mattes. So the fact that we've got some like pure creamy mattes to blend those out, I feel really happy about that. I feel like it just helped what I already had in my collection. I love it. I love it so much, okay? I love it so much. If you thought it was all over, it's not. So I didn't have a bag for this stuff because it was in duty free, and I fobbed off the bag pretty early on because it was irritating me and I was trying to pack it all back in my case on the way back. Charlotte Tilbury and Benefit, probably the only two brands that I kind of look out for in the duty free, because like MAC, they don't get like the new limited edition stuff, or they rarely do. So anything that I'm interested in MAC, they don't really stock unless I'm looking for a top up of something. I didn't need anything a top up from MAC. Wasn't too interested. I did actually look at the YSL Candy Glaze. Glad I didn't buy that lipstick because then I bought a duo for the same price. So chef's kiss. So I picked up quite a lot. So I talked about the Bounce Bad Gal Bounce mascara that I'm really intrigued to try. I've got this entire idea to basically try out all of the Benefit mascaras. It looks very suspect. It's very interesting packaging. Very interesting. It's quite, I just want to hold it. So maybe they're winning on that department, but it's very bizarre. So I picked up that. I also picked up another FanFest mascara because I love this mascara so much. This mascara is like roller lash and very magnetic, like pushed into one. I really like it. I really, really do. So I picked up those two mascaras. Obviously I said the Bounce one I picked up in Sephora, but whatever. After picking up this, I was actually more after these. So this is the Glow La La Benefit Velvet Gleam. What is this actually called? It's their cream-ish highlighter. I got mine in the shade Raya, and then I got their Hula Wave cream bronzer in the shade Original. And I swatched these. I'm really impressed. I'm really excited. This packaging is really cute. I'm just really impressed with like the whole packaging, everything. It's just like really nice. And oh God, about bloody time Hula came out as a cream. Like honestly, Benefit, like I love Benefit, truly, truly love Benefit. There is probably a handful of products that I don't buy and get along with simply out of preference, not out of quality. But Benefit girl, what has taken you so long to come out with Hula in cream? What has taken you so long? Cream bronzer has been on hype for a while now, possibly coming to the end of it. And Benefit's like, oh, can we join the party? Girl, come on, come on, come on. They even came out with the Hula Quickie Stick years ago. And I loved that. And they came out with the Hula Liquid. Where has this been? Where? Anyway, we're here now. It looks really dark, but once you swatch it, it's like one of those that blends out. I want to kind of do this in a full face first impression because I haven't actually applied this on my face, just on the back of my hand when I was swatching it. And then this highlighter, I nearly bought 3. I had much self-restraint to not buy 3, but I can see myself picking up more. Again, like the packaging, it's the same size as this, so I wonder if they kind of went for the similar unicarton and then just changed it slightly. But I do like that they've gone for like these grooves here, like it is. Can you see? Like it is actually unique. This, it doesn't feel cheap because they've gone for something a bit unique here, but can you hear it's like a little bit hollow and rattly? I just expect a tiny, tiny bit more from Benefit just because I see a little bit of elevation in that brand and I'm kind of like, come on, we need a little bit more quality than this. This for me feels a little bit cheap. I love the colours, I love the clear, I love the matte, I love it. I just want it to feel a tiny bit less, you know, I just want to feel a bit less that. This is beautiful. This is stunning. I swatched it on the back of my hand. It was like twinkly, but not shimmery, glowy. I think I'm going to really like it. So this is Raya Fair Light Skin. I went for the lighter one because I like a lighter highlighter. Say that 10 times fast. And there are other shades. There was like a pinky one that was more like champagne. I'd say this was more like a light gold, or like a prosecco-y colour, but there was like a champagne one and a rosy one, and I was like, oh, those are appealing to me too, but I haven't worn it on my face, which is why I picked up the one and I was like, we'll pick up another one if I really like it. Went over to Charlotte Tilbury, darling. Charlotte Tilbury. I picked up this because it's been on my radar for a while. This is the Beautiful Skin Foundation. It's like a serum tinted foundation situation. Mine is in the shade 2 Neutral. And it comes in like this pump. This is not actually the shade. This is the shade. I don't know why they did that. This is the shade. It matches me lovely. This is not the shade. I hope that it doesn't turn this shade on my face. Like I said, mine's in the shade 2 Neutral. And it's basically got like, it's the whole skincare benefits with foundation. I don't love skincare with makeup. It's a bit of a gimmick. But when it comes to foundation and your base, like primer and foundation, I can get on board with it, and potentially lips. But when it's like in your highlighter, or they're like, oh, brow products infused with skincare, I'm like, what? What? This is the Beauty Light Wand. This is their highlighter, because I've already got a highlighter in Pillow Talk and really, really love it, but it is a tiny, tiny, tiny hair too dark for me, and I have to like really blend it in with a sponge so it doesn't look like I've got a cast. So I picked up this one in Spotlight, was it? Did I say? Yeah, Spotlight, which is, well, you can't see it because I need to like pump it up. It's the lighter gold one, which I'm hoping will look really, really beautiful. So it's not this colour. It's a much lighter, it's like this. It's this colour right here. So I'm very excited. I actually really wanted this. I was going to pick up the bronze version of it, but I thought I'd pick up their big bronzer because, I don't know, I just wanted to try it. I was also going to pick up the cream bronzer, but they didn't have my shade left. So I picked up the powder one. This is in the shade 2 Medium. It's in the shade 2 Medium. This is a big old bronzer. It's a big old bronzer. Too big in my opinion. I wish it was the same size as their blushes. For me, that'd be more appropriate. I'm not necessarily bronzing this on my body, so I don't really know why it's so big, but it's magnetic, so I could push it out, which is nice, and they do refills, and it's Charlotte Tilbury. It's stunning, it's beautiful. I really liked the shade. Again, it reminds me of that like hula color where I can bronzer with it. It's also light enough for me to be able to like drag it down, and it's not too red toned. I just really like the tone of it. I will pick up the cream bronzer at some point, maybe like when I next go traveling. I feel like with a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products, they're not like fashionable as such. So like she has core products like this in her collection where if I pick this up, people still are like, oh, you still have the chance, you know, it's in her core collection. And I like it when brands do that. I do like it when brands have core products that are less colour cosmetic-y, that are like, we're here all year, all round, for multiple years at a time. You can have your chance whenever you want, you know? I also picked up the Glow Glide Face Architect highlighter. This one, I'm not gonna lie, was a little bit of a fast and loose situation. I did not need this, but I swatched it and I was like, get in my basket now. This one is in Moonlit Glow. I don't like that. Can you hear that? How can you not hear that? This is where inside it's shattered now because I've done that. No, it's not. It's because it just doesn't sit in the pan properly, and it really frustrates me. That really frustrates me. This was expensive. Let's not talk about it. Don't love the outside as much as I love this one. This to me is like Hollywood, rich, money, wealth. This one's like, we tried, but beautiful. I swatched it and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, let's just get it. Let's just get both. Let's just get it. Let's just quickly put it in the basket. Let's not talk about it. I got a free sample because I spent so much money. Thanks, Charlotte. I got a whole, like, what, 1.5 mil. Don't be so silly, Megan. Not 3 mil of Charlotte's Magic Cream. So I'm gonna have 1.5 mil of magic on my face. I also bought the Wonder Glow Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. I've been intrigued by this, and every time I've gone to a Charlotte Tilbury counter in the UK, I've been like intrigued to see what the hype is about with this. And I think this is kind of just like a tinted primer, like a kind of a bit like a CC cream, but really liquidy, because there was different colours. I think there were anyway. But I'm thinking this is like their Beauty Light Wand, but like a liquid. I don't know. I just wanted to try this out, and it was actually reduced. So maybe they're phasing this out. I don't know. Maybe it was just going out of date. I don't really know. But I was like, yeah, why not? The lady sold me on it. It was like on the counter next to the till. I was like, yeah, why not? Let's get it. Whew. That was everything. That was everything. I need to go back to the start and tell you to buckle up, because that was a long ass video and I am dreading editing it. Can you imagine if I swatched things? I'd be dead. I spent a lot of coin. Okay, I spent a lot of coin. We're not going to talk about it too much because I don't want to think about it, okay? We're not going to think about it. I want to do a full face of makeup from the US, or like, I just want to utilize this and have some first impressions. I'm going to do that whether you want to see it or not, because I want to do it. Though, you probably have noticed that we've got a few double ups in terms of like, we've got a lot of blush, we've got quite a few different bronzers as well, a few different highlighters. So please say in the comments below on this video if there is a preference on a product that you want me to use. I will use it, and then I can use like the others in short form. If no one says anything and you're like, no preference girl, I don't care, then I'll just use what I want to use. But if you're like, actually I'd really like to see you use this product, let me know, because then I will prioritize that and be like, this is what the people want to see, you know? Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know, do you have any of these pieces? Have you ever been to the US if you're not from the US? What do you think about the availability? I feel like a lot of the makeup in the US, like what I can't get in the UK, is very high end. I'm realizing that now. I'm realizing, apart from probably Sephora own brand, that everything affordable I can get in the UK, which is a good feeling. It's a good feeling, but like everything expensive, you know, like my Rare Beauty and friggin' House Labs. This needs to be locked away in my coffin with me. It was so expensive. I'm gonna hand this down as an heirloom to my children one day. I realized that is what we're missing out on in the UK in terms of like being able to swatch it and it being readily available like in our boots or whatever, you know? Thank you so much for watching. I think I've already said that, but thank you. Thumbs the video up if you have enjoyed. Tell me down below if there's anything you want to try on in that testing US makeup video that I'm going to do. And take care, stay safe, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell because you'll be notified of all the videos I upload. I love you very much, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.